Welcome to the filming of Wildcats Attack, empowering female entrepreneurs. So we have with us today Professor Laddawan from UTCC, as well as Miss Đặng Thuỳ Trang, who is the CEO of Brunei, Vietnam.
I'm not that a funny person, okay? I work as a lecturer at the university, and I in the academic field, and I also serve as the director of the SME Centre at the UTCC, where I involve with many organizations or many projects to consult or develop the small business. And this part of my life is about being involved with the young people, students, and also another part involved with the business, like the organization. So that life is very busy life, but I enjoy with my life. Okay.
How about you, Jang? Maybe tell us a little bit about your background story, how you actually get to found Brunei, your own company, following your own passion in this industry.
Well, my name is Trang, and I'm a co-founder and CEO at Brunei. We are a sleep e-commerce company in Vietnam, with the aim to provide a higher quality sleep products to Vietnamese, as well as to educate the younger generation about the importance of sleep and how to take care of it from very young stage in life, to really enhance the better quality of life and productivity, which is what we really talk about a lot during this time, but as well as in the younger generation, as the speed of life really not slowing down, but it's only going faster and faster.
Okay, so let's get started with the first question of our Wildcats Attack today. So now we are entering the attack questions. First question would be, what is your favorite part of your work day?
For me, early morning starting of the day, that I can focus on with myself, and I can become clear of how it will be spent and how this can make me closer to my short and long-term goal, and I know how to manage my time. And another part is mentoring my student is another part of the academic life that I find really rewarding. I take pride in helping them succeed in their career and professional development. That make me feel alive and energized.
Definitely, early morning, I start my day with either yoga or a run. It really keeps my head clear, and I have this positive start of the day. And as well as before I go to work, or I start working very early, and that is the time, like Professor has said, it's really is to just organize and keep our head in a right space for the day, and then from there, actually that 1 hour, even 30 minutes or 1 hour in the morning, where you have it for yourself to organize things in your head, it's a great start to make sure that the day is more efficient than ever. So I don't skip that, and I usually just want to have that time for myself before everyone else start emailing and calling and and do it and messaging. So I felt like this time for yourself is really, really important.
Prof Laddawan, what was your dream when you was 10 years old?
Actually, when I was young, my life is so simple, and I don't have a dream. I just follow what my mom tell me to do. And that time I dream I want to become a doctor. Thing that I want to be, and my mom want me to be, and now I become the reality is I become another doctor, but doctor in the academic field.
Which is great.
My dreams were continuous changing, when I thought I want to become adult as soon as possible. But the reality is, adult is tough, and I miss my childhood.
Yeah.
when I thought going to the college is cool, but the reality is I miss my school day like now.
Yeah.
I want to go back to school or something like that.
So, Miss Trang, do you think adulting is hard as well? So, is what you're doing now similar to your dream at like 10 years old or maybe slightly older than that?
Well, honestly, when I was 10, I don't remember exactly what I wanted to do, but I know that I always, if you ever read like Doraemon, right, which is like my favorite comic as a kid. So it has like this door where it can get you everywhere, right? So my dream was very simple because even now, like my mom kept like repeating it because I was so obsessed with it. Like I wanted to have some kind of tool like that to just get people from one place to another. It could be a business, and I always told my mom that I want to have that door, and I would stand at the door and collecting tickets. So that is something that I like when I was like maybe 8, 9 or 10. Like I had that thing, and even now, like every time that we had like family gathering with like relatives, people just keep reminding me that how I just having this like a whole business plan. I like draw the whole business plan of how having this door, how much I will collect the ticket, etc. So that was like occupied my mind during that time. So I guess I was like in logistics.
Yeah.
Right.
In
that sense.
So what is your breaking point, and what is the one thing that like push you to say like, okay, I'm ready to take up this position as the director, or I'm ready to take up this position as the CEO of like my own company?
Actually, I'm lucky that I have a good opportunity from my boss and my colleagues, and when they offer me to be like a director, and I think it's like a good opportunity, and just be confident that you can do it, and just do it, and just try to develop myself to make this part of my life, like to be successful, keep learning, keep developing, and just confidence and do my best.
Yeah. Was it scary on your first day of being a director?
Very scary because when you have like a doctor something, when you go to the meeting with the CEO of the company at the Thai Chamber of Commerce or committee, and they expect that you know everything. But actually, I doctor something. I know about my field, but I don't know everything. But I have to get alert and to answer their question and to give some advice from in my academic field. Very scary at the first day. Yeah. But at that time when I come back, okay, before meeting them, I have to do some research and prepare myself to meet their expectation.
Yeah. How about you, Miss Trang? On the last day that you decided to quit your job, and the next day you become the CEO, how was it? Was it scary as well?
I think I was on a very high note when on the last day of my job. And I was on a very low note on the first day of my job at Brunei. So that is scary. That is like really scary, and obviously like started on a high note when I finished at my previous job, and I felt like, well, this is like I'm embracing a new journey, right? And then when you on the first day of that journey, it's like a gap, right? Because like you actually don't have that many people to work with. You don't have huge budget to work with. You actually are on a very low budget, and you have to think about all the way that you can actually make it work with so little money and so much. It's only that much people.
Yeah.
That many people there. So I think that it's scary. I mean, starting your own company is something not for for the light nerves, right? You should be very prepared, mentally, financially, even like physically. Like seriously, I was delivering mattresses on my own, right? I was delivering it on I guess that the scariest part is to actually, for the founder, is to be lonely, right? You pretty much alone. When you have to realize that you are alone in that journey, even if you have like a company of like 50 people, like you as a founder, you still feel lonely a lot of time.
Right, it's like up and down. You face a lot of problems. You have to face them and solve them every day. Have a lot of problems, but you have to solve them smartly.
Like all kind of problems, right? Seriously, even if like the door broke at your office, you have to fix it, right? You have to find a way to fix it. It's not like nobody gonna take care of it, and many more, right? So you have to wear many hats, different hats every day.
Okay, so I think now we're gonna dive in deeper to the topic of female empowerment. I have this quote that I found online that says, I want every girl who is told she's bossy to be told that she has leadership skills instead. What do you think about this quote?
I'll go first. Bossy sounds very negative, right? It sounds very negative. I would suggest to think the other way, is that at the beginning of your journey, when you try to prove something and when you try to get where you want to be, whatever it is, people might call you bossy, right? Because you want to get things done, to get where you want to be and where you want the company to be. So I guess that at that stage, you should really not get that affect your emotion and your feelings about that. But leadership is when you have your word and you follow with the action. So you have the results. So being bossy, if you just say something, or you're just being bossy, right? Speaking the words, but in actuality you don't have the results. Yes, then they call you being bossy. But I mean, at the beginning, when you're like with leadership, it's a process. You cannot just be like when you say something and then you become a leader. No, you're not. People become a leader because of the action, not because of the word. You need to focus on what only you know what is that action will lead to. So get to that result, and when you get to that result, it will become, then you will show your leadership instead of bossiness, right? People will realize that it's how you lead, not how you boss people around. So don't mind that. Have your own goal and follow the words, follow the words with the action. They don't just say big things and boss people around without your plan how to get there, without your plan to act on it, to keep your words, keep your promise, right? So that is bad. That is being bossy. But like if you have a plan, if you know where you want to get, let people call you bossy. It's fine.
I think it's important for women to have a leadership position, but being bossy doesn't equate to being a leader. To boss and to lead mean different things. It's easier to order other people around, but the most important thing that how to direct the people. In this era, I think teamwork is important. Leadership is about listening, supporting, collaborating, challenging others to work at a high level, guiding by providing clarity, influenced by creating a vision, having the courage to be honest. Leadership is not dictating, controlling, or micromanaging, or just about getting the result. True leadership is about people focus, not task focus.
What are some of the strengths or the power that you think us females or like young girls have that can help us to succeed that, or maybe like power that we don't know of, that we can like leverage on to succeed in our workplace?
So for me, I think that female has a this huge benefit. As you know, female leaders are becoming more, and you know, there are more and more female leaders in the world, and it has shown to have some, you know, enormous benefits compared to, let's say, a traditional 8 out of 10 male seats, board seats, right? I think it's in terms of emotional intelligence, right? That is something that is we are born with. Some, like, you know, but I mean, it's more skewed to female, definitely. And I think that that's really important that we recognize that as a benefit, as well as, you know, continue developing that skill, right? The sense that I think in every company, human resource, people is the most important factor, right? Yeah, even for me as well, right? So I think that this connect, and you know, that's ability to motivate people to actually understand people, you know, from different perspective. That is really important, right, in managing and also leading a company. And I guess that it's even more so with like younger generation, when we know that now a young generation like a Gen X or Gen Z, we are not just focused on the monetary you know, benefits, but it's also like, you know, the place of work that we enjoy going to work every day, that we enjoy learning and actually see ourselves growing in that you know, company and environment, as well as there are different kind of, you know, intangible benefits other than just financial. So that is changing. I think that is definitely shifting in the traditional workspace right now. So I think that is the benefits that as female leaders we should hone, right? We should really like make it and make an impact with that benefits. Yeah.
How about you, Prof. Laddawan? What do you think the power that most girls have that we are not aware of?
Yeah, time change now, and now men and women are different, you know, are indifferent. So you can see that women are not only the homemaker, like before, they become like a money maker, and even now more women are dominating the business world. Many companies, they become the CEO or running the business, you know. And I think as Tang said that they have the emotional intelligence. Yeah, I agree. Because they are more humble, I think, that than men, or they are more honest, and they are more resilient, and also they are better of collaborating with the other people and caring with other people. I think it's important to work with people, and also you run business, you have the colleagues, you have your employees, or women also take the calculated risk. They are detail oriented, they think carefully, and then they, before they take the risk, you know, it's a part of that women have the advantage over than the men, I think.
Prof, can I ask you one personal question, just a very quick one? What do you think your strength is? Yeah, in like
my strength is I think I have like a great problem solving, and I have analytical thinking. I think it's a good thing, but because you can solve the problem and you can make a good decision, you know. And also I do my best for everything, put my effort, put my commitment, and focus on the quality, I mean, of the work, and then try to be learning every day, try to be better and better every day, I think.
I think that my mainstream, it's also so recognizable among my colleagues, at work, is that I love learning, right? I always learn something, right? When you ask me at any point of my life, I would always learn something new. So I think that is my core strength, that actually brings me where I am. I don't stop. I don't stop, and I kind of never settle with myself. And like Dr. Laddawan said, that it's only, it even takes you just to be 0.1% better than yesterday, and that's already progress, right? So that's probably I guess my core strength to get me where I am today.
I have one last question before we end off our session. What advice will you give to the female audience out there who are waiting for a sign to pursue their dream career?
Play to your strength. You have to identify what you need in your background. Use those skills to advance. And if you don't have all the skills you need to succeed, go out and learn and take a class, read a book, or do anything you can to distinguish yourself and grow professionally, I think. And also be confident, believe in what you can do, and have self-belief. What's the most important step and the biggest challenge to achieving the success, I think. And be passionate, love what you do, is another key success, and also keep learning, get feedback, listening to what other people talk about you, to keep that mean that you can get things to develop yourself, to listening other feedback, and also have a big plans, don't underestimate yourself, I think you have the strength and you can be successful if you believe that you can do.
Be that own sign, right? Be your own sign. Prepare yourself. Whatever you want to do, right? Get the first thing, analyze what you need to get there. So you actually need to set the goal, analyze, like actually talk to people, who have been in the field, talk to the people who have done that, been there, and see what they say, and then think and just analyze your own your own skill right now, your own environment, what kind of relationship and connections that you have, what kind of skill that you have and you don't have, right? And analyze that, be humble in that, and be realistic, and then prepare yourself, be your own sign. Don't look, no sign will come to you, right? No one will tell you that, hey, you're ready, let's go and start a business, or go achieve your dream. No, it's only you that know, you would know whether you're ready or not. So you have to be proactive in that, know what it takes to get where you want to be, and make a plan on how to get there.
We have come to the end of the session. We have wonderful and fruitful time and discussion with our two guests over here. We have heard about the strength and their own advices, as well as the story of how they get to where they are as very successful female entrepreneurs and female director. Thank you so much, Prof. Laddawan and Ms. Trang, for your time with Wildcats Attack today. I hope you had a fun time. I hope you get to say things that you want to put out there to the female entrepreneurs, young females audience that we have.